So with my last few videos being controversial if you didn't agree with me, I thought I could make a video that we could all agree on, and that's how to make Overwatch 2 a better game. So of course I made a post asking you guys what you wanted to see added to the game. I'll be going off what you guys said and also what I've come up with. And starting it out, I gotta say this progression system right now is so bad. The only exclusive rewards you get from it are player titles and banners, which are good, don't get me wrong, but there could definitely be more rewards to this. So taking inspiration from Apex, since they have legend exclusive packs, what if you got something like this to replace loot boxes coming back, since you can't buy them? And it would also be a good way for new Overwatch 2 players to earn some of the older cosmetics. Assuming these loot boxes would only contain the base cosmetics for each hero, like the ones purchasable with credits, then there's one slight issue. Venture, Maui, and Juno don't have any. I mean, yeah, they still have some things, so it would kind of work, but Venture, you would literally not get a single skin out of this. But if they put these loot boxes, so every 10 levels or so, I think it would still be a good idea because they wouldn't be giving away too much for free, and even if you could get them with credits anyways, and it would still be a good reward for the player. Or you could add a cool reward every 100 levels and give you like an exclusive weapon variant of some sorts. But that's still not my only problem with the Overwatch 2's progression system. Sure, I've come up with somewhat of a good idea for the individual hero progression, but these icons are just ugly. Like, if you want to make the first 1,000 or so levels look like this, then go ahead. But the fact that these are the only ones in the whole game, after you get past the max one, it just resets and puts a white border around everything. You're telling me this is supposed to be better than the old one? Yeah, right. I don't even know what happens after the white borders because I don't think there's more icons in the game. But let's just hope Blizzard can try and fix that so we can add back portraits in the bottom left. Of course they can look different this time, but if you just compare the Overwatch 1 HUD to the Overwatch 2 HUD, the health bar just looks so bland and lifeless in the second one. And I told myself I would try to avoid saying Overwatch 1 features since they're so obvious and there's so many, but I just couldn't resist. But let's just say that's not the last Overwatch 1 feature either. While we're on the topic of progression though, let's fix this weekly challenge and make it permanent so every 10 levels you get 250 credits instead. Because if you don't play every week, these challenges are just gonna stack anyways, so you'll have like an infinite amount of them till the season ends. So might as well just make it permanent and simpler at the same time. Before we continue though, 500 of you subscribed since the last video and we hit 1,000. Holy sh! Yeah, you guys destroyed that last goal, so thank you so much, and I really do appreciate it. But I have a new mission for you guys, and this one might take a little bit longer, but we gotta try and hit 2,000 subscribers. So if you enjoy my content, you should help out right now and press that subscribe button for me. But I believe in y'all, speedy sweep. But moving on from progression, something you guys suggested was to add something like clans or clubs, and this is a really good idea, I think. Depending on how they would implement them, I think this would bring the community together, which is what we all need. And of course, I can't leave out this part of their comment where they said they want back the looking for group feature, which is yes, an Overwatch 1 feature. And I'm tired of people thinking it's okay to just use Discord for everything. I know it's easier for some people, but also some people don't even have Discord or don't want to have Discord or don't even have a PC for the simplicity of going on Discord. And you know, it's so much easier if it's just in the game. I mean, it already was, so why not? Because I feel like a very small fraction of people who actually would look for people to play with actually get on a Discord server and use an LFG feature. But EP Kitten said 2 billion mercy, and all I gotta say is yes. And back to something that I think should be added to the game, and that's a ranked shop. Because what is 2 whole different currencies without a shop to spend them at? I know we can get weapon variants, but that's only one thing you can get, and some people might not even want that, and I think it would help to have some other cheaper stuff you could get. I know these aren't similar at all, but the only other game that I know has this feature is Brawlhalla, and they actually do a pretty good job at it. They have 2 exclusive colors to ranked, and you can buy all kinds of things from their shop. I think out of literally anything on this list, I think I would like this feature the most because it rewards you for playing ranked, which is always a good thing, and you would be able to spend it on whatever you want, and all these rewards would be exclusive to ranked. And I'm talking exclusive icons again, exclusive sprays, charms, victory poses, banners, or even more signature rewards. And also, if we're gonna keep signatures as a permanent rank thing, you gotta fix it up a little bit, because you can't actually take it off. If you take it off from the settings, it only removes it for yourself, not for other people. And you should be able to select which one you have equipped, since everybody could have unlocked 3 of them. And can we please make these signatures permanent instead of getting rid of them at the new comp season, because it would give an exclusive reward to each individual season, which is a year long, by the way. And if we're gonna see these everywhere, it would also help to have some variation, because I'm getting tired of seeing everybody with the same red one all the time. If you haven't played the Drunkenside's lab game mode, it lets you upgrade your abilities, and Halloween Boy says that they should bring that to the main game. And honestly, I would be down to try it, but I think it would be a little much and hard for them to balance, and it would probably make the game way more confusing for casuals. But you know, we don't really get new players anymore, so it's whatever. But that leads me on to my next point though. I want more fun game modes and better collab events, because if we had a game mode like that where it was literally everybody and not just Halloween exclusive, that would probably bring a lot of people to the game that may have quit or found it boring, because it's interesting and it's new. Like, imagine for the My Hero collab, instead of just paying $50 for all the skins, you also got a map of UA, and you were able to use one for all or punch someone into oblivion with it. It would be so fun. But when I asked you guys what you wanted to see in the game, Spider Vince had a lot of ideas, and he has some pretty good ones, like more map variants beyond just the overcast and day and night cycle. I always love when they add more holiday variants of maps, so I hope they keep this up this year and all the following years. But I also think they should add more base map variants like storm, snow, and wind, and he suggested maybe even have it affect gameplay, which I think would be cool, but maybe a little too complicated. But another huge thing that he mentioned was all of the lore in the game, and Netflix was gonna make a series about Overwatch until they got into a little scuffle and it got canceled. But hey, what's new? It's Blizzard. They canceled the PvE too, and since then it seems like the story has been on a giant pause, but there's still so much like that they could add to the game. I know that there's like comics and stuff, but it doesn't hit the same as lore that's actually in the game for everybody to experience. And there's a lot of different ways that they could do this, like subtly change the maps to have like posters of events going on in the lore or whatever, or even live map changes or live events or teasers, whatever they want to do, like if it's just some random ship flying in the sky. Or more recently, they could do more stuff like the freak teasers, because these are still really good. But the story brings so much charm to this game, and we can't let it all be thrown away just because the PvE is gone. There's still so many other ways you can implement this into a game, so I hope they do something. And I really want the cinematics back, because the Dragon short was so unbelievably good. But moving away from the story, I want to talk a little bit more about the cosmetics in the game, and more specifically recolors. I did make a short about this though, comparing how much skins we got in season 12 and season 1 of Overwatch 2, and it was still the exact same amount of brand new skins plus the recolors in season 12. But the prices of these though, these are not okay, because you're telling me a Mercy skin from Overwatch 1 that you could get for free right now, and that has already been recolored, is being recolored again and being sold for only 20 bucks. There's a little bit of a problem there. I think you should also be able to buy it with credits too, because that just makes sense if it's an Overwatch 1 recolor. But even for Overwatch 2 recolor skins, they should still offer some discount if you have one of the variants. But like I said, they're totally not a bad thing. Look at this Brig skin, for example. I think the recolor is way better than the original, but paying 20 bucks for it compared to the free version with credits? Yeah, right, I'm not getting this. Unfortunately, they just end up being a waste of money most of the time, so I hope they do something to fix this, but I don't have much hope. But something else that's also kind of related to the cosmetics that I want updated is the hero gallery, because there has been 13 seasons worth of battle pass content and shop content, and you're telling me it's all labeled under the same tags. It's definitely me being nitpicky, but you're telling me a winter skin released in season 8 still has the same shop tag and not the winter wonderland tag? Like, why not? And it would also be cool to separate like the Greek mythology skins in season 2 or the cyber skins in season 1. But what I think is an actual problem though is the fact that when you look at a battle pass item, it just says available in the battle pass, unless you're looking at an item from one of the first 3 battle passes, which is so strange to me. Like, I don't know why they stopped labeling them at least, but I think some good quality of life changes to the hero gallery are well needed. And also reduce the charm price while you're at it, please, because why is a Pachymari keychain in real life cheaper than a Pachymari keychain in the game? Like, that is unreal to me. And plus, tell me the last time you genuinely bought a charm that wasn't a part of a bundle just to inflate the price. See, you can't. And now I'm gonna quickly go through these last few that I have here, and I really hope they add back Overwatch at some point, because this was Overwatch's goofy side to its maximum. And are they really trying to gatekeep this to a once in a lifetime event back in 2023? Like, come on Blizzard, I'm watching you. This next February, it better be there. I also hope that they update the endorsement level rewards, because why is it that once a month I log in, Zenyatta throws up a peace sign and gives me like barely any XP? Like, can we please give a little more here or have it do something? I'm also hoping that they eventually change the scoreboard, because it is getting so annoying to see so many people just like immediately going like, oh, you're going 7-7, you're the problem, when our whole team is getting destroyed. Like, it's not that deep, especially when just tickling somebody's feet can get you a whole elimination on the board instead of an assist. I think that is so strange, because somebody can be doing nothing the whole game and just have so many kills, and immediately they are disregarded as the problem. That aside, I think the final thing I'll give an honorable mention to is this person saying that they should fix the workshop or just add a little more support to it. I know it was only developed by like 2 or 3 dudes, which is absolutely insane to me, by the way, because people make some crazy things on there. So I would love to see what they could get up to if Blizzard gave it some more support. And there we have it. Those are some features that I'd love to see added into Overwatch 2. And if I missed any, let me know in the comments. And as usual, I'll try my best to read every single one, but until next time, just keep on gaming.